off without the call. We're Matthew and the Atlas. This song was called Elijah for the Mahogany Sessions. Broken by the back of it. It was hard enough without the law, hanging on a thread of it. It was hard enough without the cause. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dancing to your lover's beat, beating on heavy feet, working on a dream you made. Well, you made enough to ride the wave. Elijah, you're too young to be loved. Elijah, don't fade out on the cross. Elijah, what it is you need to do. Wish you could have talked to me, found another way to be. Living hard don't sound so good. It's hard to get out of the wood. Elijah, you're too young to be lost. Elijah, don't fade out on the cross. Elijah, what it is you need to do. The radio was playing all day, and I heard you singing. Fingers strum the sound through delay, and it echoes through me. Wishbones hidden in the residue. Someday they'll find you just a little piece of good fortune. It won't forget you, Elijah. You're too young to be lost. Elijah, don't fade out on the cross. Elijah, I don't know what it is you need to do.
Need my fines, now be gone before my Cigarette smoke cannot burn me, and alcohol, it won't drown me anymore. I put on a blindfold and walk into the road, because I know it's only she who'll be the death of me. Taking a beating will not bruise me. 150 miles an hour ain't too fast. I'll jump off a cliff and avoid the jagged stone, because I know it's only she who'll be the death of me. I'm frozen in time, I'm senseless inside. Oh. If you love me, just let me go. If you love me, please let me go. If you love me, go, let me go. 'Cause right now our language on death row. Thousand pills cannot poison me. I looked up to wild tiger, let him roam around my house. I fly to the moon and forget my air supply, because I know it's only she who'll be the death of me. You've frozen my life, my senses have died, Oh. If you love me, just let me go. If you love me, please let me go. If you love me, go, let me go. 'Cause right now our language on death row. You're wrenching out my heart, girl, with no injection for the pain. But it's all good though, baby, 'cause I don't feel it anyway. If you love me, just let me go. If you love me, please let me go. If you love me, go, let me go. 'Cause right now our language on death row. Right now our language on death row.
Wanna be around, girl. Wanna be around, girl. Ooh, wanna be around, girl.
Hello, this is Jalen and Ghana performing my song Holla When You Call My Name on Mahogany Sessions.
You know you make me wanna holler when you call my name. Oh, holler, and it starts to flame. Hold me side and treat me right. Don't you never, never, never let me go. Say you love me, but no one above me. Darling, oh, it thrills me so. You know you make me wanna holler when you walk on by. Oh, holler, my, oh my. The way you do, the things you do, I can't never, never, never get enough. So, say you want me, but no one above me. Darling, the feeling so fine, yeah, yeah. Oh, holler when you call my name. Yes, holler, and the stars are flame. And treat me right. Don't you never, never, never let me go. Yeah. Say you want me, but no one above me. Darling, oh, oh, baby. Yeah, yeah, oh. When you call my name, and the stars aflame. Oh, I holler when you walk on by. Oh, I holler, my, oh, my.
You're wrenching out my heart, girl. No injection for the pain, but it's all good though, baby.
Hey, this is Howard here in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm going to be playing Religion for the Mahogany Sessions.
seem to see that all the thoughts I knew were all just make believe. Religion, 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 and
She said it's 'cause I'm always moving. I never notice 'cause I never stand still.
There was something about her face, something about the way that they would taste. Little lips after slipping everything she shouldn't say, saying everything that couldn't wait, saying wouldn't it be great? A little bait, heard a little late, years of trying me finally, I'ma slip her on a date, saying wait, the day will break, trying to play it straight. But she was saying wake me up at 8, now I'm talking late Jack, way back when I get eczema on my elbows. Before she found shelter in the shell toes, we felt those lows, the heaven in the hell holes, waiting for a situation, saying we should quell those feelings we're feeling. Cause I don't get no ease in the evening, release when I'm dreaming. And she would say she can't believe what she's reading, cause everything I write's been misleading. She needs him. 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 It be that Friday night fiddling with FIFA. I got that slum village seeping through the speaker. I need her deeper than the reasons had to leave her, but she ain't thinking about me, I ain't thinking about her neither. Either believe her or let it go. It seems the latter looks like losing, though we're set in stone. Best to bed, the phone, rather see her, but she's never home. So I start to moan alone, grab a breath and groan, speak after the tone like hey yo, it's me, what you saying? It's been a week, I was playing. I know this isn't good for you, but another night you're staying. So help me, I'm just trying to find a way. It ain't no early morning laying no more. They say the situation's straying, you're delaying, I ain't praying no more. What you playing those for? I played my card right twice for nothing, now I ain't waiting no more. She needs it. She needs it. She needs it. She needs it.
So where you at? It's too much black. Where you at? It's too much black. It's too much.
You're watching Mahogany Sessions. This is Albin Lee Meltdown, and this track is called Darling.
Hope you stay alone when it
come so long, darling.
So hey, Modest.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Welcome to Pace Studio on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for being here. Do you want to introduce your
the crew?
Two assistants?
We got the posse. Aaron Dugan on guitar, and Solomon Levy. My boys came today.
Hello.
Talked me out of getting them, sending them to school. So here they are, and they're going to participate.
Awesome. Well, will you tell us a little about the first song you're gonna do before you dive into it?
Yeah, this is a new song called "Carry Me," and it's on the EP called "Release the Bound," which has just been released. It's a collaboration with another group called Salt Cathedral, based out of Brooklyn. It's a duo from Colombia, and yeah, this is it. We were just practicing it for you. Okay, ready, guys?
An astronaut in your spaceship, skywalking to the moon in your spaceship with your laser, touching darkness like Darth Vader with the strength of your creator. Angels all around, drown you with your nature. You got light, yeah, you got light so bright it can slice through the equator. Ancient fathers before you continue their adventure, 'cause the further you go helps you understand your neighbor till you shred through all these layers. And after that, when you split this world in half and you step into the prayer, you're a knight in shining armor with the kingdom at your back. You're a player, your despair gives you power, it's a fact. When you climb these lonely towers and you found your way back, will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Oh, will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Run for the timing and the timing's right. When you're lost at sea, can't find your light. When you got no song and your song won't play, and it won't day and the bell won't ring. Look into the sky, know you're one of them, shining in the darkness to all the children. Remind them of a day when the clouds will go away, when the sun will shine our way. One day will be today, when the king will find his crown and the light will be put down. You've been searching, now you found. You've been searching all around. Will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Will you carry me? Will you carry me? Will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing. Will you carry me? Will you carry me? I'm dancing.
Nice. Good job, gentlemen.
That was great. So, Modest, you just released a new EP
Yeah.
called Release the Bound about a month ago. And I understand that there's a follow-up extended LP coming in March.
That's right, yeah.
Is there anything that you can tell us about the new album?
Well, we've sort of been mainly created most of the sort of music on tour with the band that I'm playing with now. It's Aaron, Stu Brooks, and Joe Tamino of the Dub Trio, and a keyboard player named Big Yucky. And we've been writing tunes and recording in Studio G in Brooklyn, Greenpoint. So yeah, we're just about finished, and looking forward to it. It's kind of like, sort of like the songs are longer, kind of like that, or like a little bit like longer, kind of like more journeys. The songs are a little bit like windy roads or whatever. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Will you tell us about your second song?
Yeah, this one's called Shade from the Sun. This is also off the EP Release the Bound, and here it is.
Give me shade from the sun while I'm on my way, 'cause I'm burning up hotter and hotter. Soul is melting away. Take these shoes off my feet so I can feel the ground below me. Then I will be complete. Connection to my surrounding. Feel my flow, catch my fill, like raindrop on a windowsill. 'Cause I know one for the hill. Plunge in the river 'cause I cleanse myself. Spill like ink from out the banquet. Music make my heart stand still. Snowball pills, snap pills, but it makes me chill, chill, chill. Shade from the sun, shade from the sun, shade from the sun. Hey. Give me shade from the sun while I'm on my way. Let the raindrops fall, quench my soul away. I know that I've come a long, long way. When the guitar starts to strum, all this suffering fades away. Give me keys, unlock doors to the place never been before. 'Cause I know, ignore all these feelings are what they're for. Explore all the folklore from the top of the ceiling to the bottom of the floor. Drill deep till I reach the core. After that, be back for more. Shade from the sun, shade from the sun, shade from the sun, shade from the sun.
Nice.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
sounds nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're getting some really good comments on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
almost
That's nice
too
to
many
know.
keep up with, but one of them is Jennifer Call says Baruch Hashem. A few people are saying hello from Argentina. One
Buenos
woman
dias.
named Renee from Portland says you gave her a very healing hug last year when she was going through a tragedy.
Nice.
And some people can't wait to see you at Wani.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Pace Studio here in Midtown Manhattan. We are really, really lucky and happy to be joined today by Josh Ritter.
Hello.
And he is joined on bass to my left by Zachariah Hickman. Guys, thank you so much for coming and playing for us today.
Thanks for having us here. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
So, Josh, you got a new album. It's coming out September 22nd. It's called Gathering.
Yeah.
And we're going to be lucky enough to hear some songs from that today.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the first one you're going to do.
All right. This first song is called "Feels Like Lightning," and it was just and it just happened all at once. Ready? Little rooster out on the front porch crowing. Here comes the storm like a big rig rolling. Here comes the storm like a big rig flying. Every load of damn could split the sky. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode, why they call it love. Oh, it feels like lightning. I'm out in the open and the wind starts blowing. I don't know any which way I'm going. I don't know any which way I'm bound. I used to be laughing, but I ain't laughing now. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode, why they call it loving. Oh, it feels like lightning. With a cherry blossom sweet with smoke and Venus blazing above the oak, I thought I knew all that there was to know. With the bluebirds flying high above and God in his heaven wherever that was, and the sun was on the face of the buffalo. Out across the fields all the thunderheads gathering. Clouds all turned to the color of a cavern. Dust devils spinning round a hollow sound. They used to be laughing, but they ain't laughing now. And oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode, why they call it loving. Oh, it feels like lightning. This ain't any kind of storm for chasing. It's gonna catch up to you now, slow racing. It's gonna catch up to you now, by and by. It's gonna make you feel good, gonna make you cry. heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love when, oh, it feels like, oh, my little heart's in trouble. Feels like it just might explode. Why they call it love when, oh, it feels like lightning. It feels like lightning.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask you about this record. It is your 9th, and you have been, at this point, writing songs and recording them for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was reading about the new one, and I read something that you said about it. Said that when you were making these songs, when you were conceiving these songs, you felt what you called a new electric dissatisfaction.
Yeah.
And I was curious what that phrase means to you.
Well, I think that you start off every kind of creative project with a sense of dissatisfaction, you know, and I feel that like most of the time I'm dissatisfied with myself and with my work, and the only way to really fix that dissatisfaction is to live in the moment of creating something new that's perfect, you know, and that feeling, that need, that to make that perfect thing is what kind of drives you to do it over and over again, to keep on trying to do something that makes you feel right with the world.
And then when you do, and you make a new record, and you play that new record, and you tour on that record, do you ever really shake that sense of dissatisfaction, or does it never really go away?
It lives in the on when you're on stage, you know, everything is just like perfect, you know. It's like that's a great, you know, and in the writing, it's a wonderful moment, you know. There's something to like appreciate about each of those moments of kind of creation.
Yeah. Is that something that you like, you know, the artists that you've gotten to know over the years through your travels and your work? Is that something that many of the people you work with seem to share, that they're always sort of striving for something that they can never quite reach, or they're always going back to strive for it again?
Yeah, I think that's something that I've always like really respected and appreciated about a lot of my heroes and a lot of the people that I get the chance to appreciate in this time when so much great music is happening, is that like that there are people that continue to surprise and create new things that are, you know, like Willie Nelson still doing this amazing, surprising, cool work, you know, and you know that he's doing it because it's on his mind all the time.
Yeah.
I really respect that and appreciate it because I know how that feels.
Yeah, it's always on his mind. I think
Yeah,
is how
it's always on his mind.
Yeah. So let's get into another song. Tell us about the next one you're going to do from Gathering.
All right, I want to do this song. This song is called Dreams. It's a really strange song. A lot of this record, I decided, you know, my biggest enemy is my sense of editing and sometimes my unwillingness before I catch myself to let a song go in places that I wouldn't expect. So I'm going to watch that. I was thinking I'm going to watch that while I'm working, and I'm just going to try and open up my mind as wide as it can go and let the images fly through and just describe them rather than try and come up with something. And this song is called Dreams.
All that I felt on the first time it happened was the feeling of something bad coming true. One day I was happy, one day I was laughing, then somewhere a chain snapped, like that I was loose. Why don't anything give me the joy that it used to? Why don't anything feel as real as it once was? I feel so sad, but that ain't how I choose to. It shouldn't have to hurt so bad, but it does. The dreams keep coming, but the dream done gone. 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 It was a summer night when I found my religion. I was Under the tent I was struck by the palm, and the Holy Spirit rained down upon me a vision. I felt better a little while, but then it was gone. I went to the mountains and I went to the cavern. I washed myself in the river and I waited on love, but I was lonely and dark as the moons around Saturn. Yeah, darkness for miles was all that there was. It was after the Lord and me parted ways that I found her. She was taking pictures of people who came into the mall, and she took my portrait as well as she could do with someone who seemed to be not there at all. I stayed with her a while and I called myself happy. I clung to her hands and her hair and her mouth, but like every man who finds out he is drowned, and I held on to her heart till I just wore her out. The dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. So I took off south like the beat of a bat wing. I fell in with his boat salesmen and a kid. One carried the nails for his own crucifixion. The other one seemed to screw up whatever he did. The kid always loved me like I was his neighbor. He asked all about me and my life on the road. And the boat salesman, when he found out he wasn't a savior, shot himself in the head in a Key West payday loan. I got jobs and I lost them like the beat of a drummer who lost sleep and got drunk. I couldn't see through his tears, and just how I survived I cannot even remember, but I know that it lasted a couple of years. I moved down deep into the jungle during those days. I existed on oranges and oxygen, but I was carrying a sadness against which even the old ways reached their limits of power and could not defend. The dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. I wandered through temples covered over with saint days. I wandered through drug labs and kidnaps and graves. I tried my best to meet death by the Jaguar or AK. I was covered over with grief, and by this I was saved. When I was up, I saw the connection between all things. When I was up, I was so high up above that the whole world appeared to me electric and thrilling, with the fineness of lightning and the sweet milk of love. When I was down, the whole world melted in burning black plastic wherever I chanced to be. And all that I was just was some kind of a tragic mistake that had somehow crawled out of the sea. How long till I'm free of these devils that bind me? How long till I live the life that I have? Can I outstrip a creator who searches and finds me, then leaves me with demons that I already had? Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep her coming, but the dream done gone. I went to a doctor who sent me to a doctor who sent me to a doctor who sent me to a room, and that's where I waited with the world ending round me and the voices in my head spinning round in a tomb. She gave me a bottle and I took what was in it. The stuff in my bloodstream started to rattle and fizz, and I know that they're working, but the devil's still down there. I tell myself that it's better, and sometimes it is. What else is there to say but to tell you I love you? I haven't seen much of the world, but I know that there aren't any others who know me like you do, and your comfort seems to follow me wherever I go. I know you're no cure for the darkness inside me, but it feels better just to know that you're near, and your patience, your joy, and your strength are astounding. And I know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you I would not be here. I know that without you I wouldn't be here. I know that without you, the dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming, but the dream done gone. Dreams that keep coming.
Thank you. Zachariah Hickman right there.
Thank you guys. That really is an amazing song.
Thank you. Thanks.
So tell me, I'm going to scrap the question that I was going to ask you, and I'm kind of curious about that song. So where did that come out of, and how was it something that you recognized as being different, but different worth pursuing?
Well, the song came out of like what I would call a poetic extrapolation of life experience. It's like one of those like things that you recognize that's a seed of something that you recognize in yourself and kind of blow up to extreme proportions. It was very hypnotizing to write that song for myself, because there's a few times when I allow myself some autobiography, and I don't think it's something you should use very often, but you should use it about things that matter, and when it happens, when it's like time to write about yourself a little bit, it's sort of like describing the color of a river as it goes by. You're just describing exactly what you see, and trying not to change anything. And what comes out is hopefully like an expression of something that's at least relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very literary song, I guess you could say. It's poetic. I know that writing is something that you have done extensively in your career, in your life. Also painting. You did the artwork. Sort of landscape kind of paintings, I guess you would call them.
Totally.
So I'm curious. Then you produce all this art. It's all kind of an expression of your creativity. Do you ever sort of envision a time where music is not the primary channel that you express yourself through? Any of these other things could like overtake it?
I don't ever think that it could. I think that for some reason the music is in songs are they seem to help me in a way that's like nothing else can. I feel that with most of the time with even speaking, I have to like write it down, make it rhyme, and memorize it before I know what I want to say about anything. And these other forms of expression help me to talk about things that I can't quite get out in songs. Just discovering colors, and discovering that you haven't actually looked at a color the way you would if you were a painter, and then you look at it and you see something totally new than you've ever seen before. I feel that way with prose too. You get an appreciation for how a story is told that is so different from a song. It's like, but it all comes back and is kind of like, chained to the rock of songs. Yeah.
Did the paintings that you did for this record come from the same place that the songs do? Are they relatable that way?
I found that they were. I found that and like speaking about it today has like such weird resonance. But the record, as I started to write it, and as I started to like walk away from this recording session with about 30 songs, one of the things that jumped out at me from these songs was that it was a record full of storms, and that the artwork at the time was full of storms, and it was everywhere, and that was something that like really came out of it all at once, and that I kind of wanted to share and put out as as the artwork for the record. It felt like they were all of a piece. One of the great things about kind of making records regularly is that you kind of have this cool little window into a preoccupation during like a certain small amount of time, and it's kind of like a cool diary entry.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the next song from Gathering that you're going to do for us today.
Sure. We'll do this song called "When Will I Be Changed," which is a song that I wrote several years ago and just wasn't ready to put down. I like record. I just didn't. The spot didn't feel right. It didn't feel like it lived on the last record, and I saved it, and we walked away from the session feeling really good about it, and like I still feel really great about the version that we did, but I started to realize that like what the song kind of wanted was something with like a
I've been told there is a power in the blood. Is it enough? Is it enough to carry me back from where I am to where I was? And I hope there is some power in my blood. And I've been told that all these ties would surely bind and hold me tight, and hold me tight, 'cause I'm hanging at the end of my own line. And I hope that all these ties will surely bind. When, oh, when will I be changed? When, oh, when will I be changed from this devil that I am? When, oh, when will I be changed? I've been told I'd find the truth down in my bones, but I don't know, I don't know. I can't even seem to find my own road home. And I hope there is some truth down in my bones. When, oh, when will I be changed? When, oh, when will I be changed from this devil that I am? When, oh, when will I be changed?
Hey everybody, we are live at Pace Studio right now with the Almond Betts Band. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, this is a big day. You guys have a whole lot going on in the band. I mean, tomorrow at Brooklyn Bowl kicks off the world tour, so so there's a ton going on. And Down to the River, the debut album, comes out on Pam's birthday on June 28th. So that is happening.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
And so we're super excited to hear two songs off of the album right now. Can you tell us what you're starting out with?
Yeah. Melodies Are Memories.
Yeah, Melodies Are Memories, a song written by Devin, myself, and Stahl Vaughn, our good friend, based out in Los Angeles. A really great songwriter, and he had an idea, and then we finished it up, all three of us, and it's just kind of a song, it's kind of a song about a feeling, you know, lives inside of you, you know, and the being out traveling on the road, and it kind of brings up a nostalgic kind of thing. But I don't know, what would you say?
Yeah, I think the title kind of gives it away. Melodies Are Memories. You know, sometimes you hear a song and you're like, oh, I remember being 12 years old when that came out, and you know, maybe a smell will trigger something, but a song will trigger, you know, really, really milestones in your life and memories. So I think it's a song about that.
All right, love to hear it.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
soul. You found her down in the deep side, along the Gulf of Mexico. We're out here on that highway, got that ring
some cold ones. Drink whiskey like any man. But she smells like that sweet jasmine. She don't use tricks or sleight of hand. We're out here on that highway. Got that ringing in our ears. These melodies are memories. Carry us through the years. Oh, yeah. Oh. I don't remember years by numbers. Don't go by the presidents. Just remember the soft whispers of Juliet coming across the winds. We're out here on that highway. Got them ringing in our ears. These melodies are memories. They carry us through the years. These melodies are memories. Well, that's why I'm standing.
Breaking it down for you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Man, that sounds great. Thanks for bringing this music to us today. We appreciate it very much. And can we talk a little bit about the album itself and the production of it? I know you guys went down to Muscle Shoals to do it and tracked everything to tape, and Pro Tools was nowhere near this record. I mean, who does that anymore?
Yeah.
You guys did that.
Some people do, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I guess for the uninitiated, they should probably know for the last 30 years, give or take, records have been made on computers. The hard drives of computers have been what captures your tracks, your drum tracks, everybody in the band. But what they used to do was they used to make it on, if you could imagine, turning a cassette tape sideways, that's maybe a 1/4 inch. We're talking 2-inch tape, and that's how they used to make records back in the day.
We've got a couple of those
Yeah,
somewhere around here, I think.
I don't know where we can find those, but we really discussed. How we wanted the record to come across sonically. And we really wanted people to put on their headphones or whatever and really hear that juiciness, that thickness, that richness of a tape recording, an analog recording. And for the uninitiated, the difference there is when you're recording to computer, all of that gets translated down into ones and zeros. It's all a digital thing. With analog, there's nothing, so on digital, between a 1 and a 0, where's that information? With analog, it's completely linear, and you don't miss anything. And that's why a drum sounds like doom, and you hear the back end of that, That's why a viola or a cello sounds like it's right in the room with you. And a vocal is so rich and piercing. And you don't get that from digital music. And we really wanted people to get transported by the sonic quality of it. We did it all to 2-inch. There was no digital editing, no digital vocal dumps, nothing. And we can't wait especially for the people that are out there that are kind of experiencing the vinyl renaissance to put this record on, because it straight sounds like
And Matt Ross
1976.
is basically, you know,
Yeah.
he's a really brilliant young producer, really hot. He's in charge of Elvis. Elvis has a live thing coming out, and he's in charge of that whole project. And he, you know,
Yeah. So it was a great trifecta of the 2-inch recording, Matt Ross Spang, who is one of the most up and coming Americana producers, Margot Price, Jason Isbell, and then the location, which was Muscle Shoals, which Sticky Fingers, Brown Sugar recorded there, Bob Seger's Old Time Rock and Roll. I mean, we were playing around Ghosts. It was pretty insane. So.
Yeah, well, man, I'm stoked for you guys that you had the opportunity to get in there and do and execute it exactly the way you had it in your heads, and make this analog album the exact way that you wanted to do it. I've been enjoying it quite a bit, and again, if you're just joining us, the internet right now, Down to the River is the album. It's coming out on June 28th, and we're hearing 2 songs from it today. So can you tell us what's coming up second?
Yeah, this is actually a title track that's called Down to the River. It's just kind of about we live in a pretty crazy time, and, sometimes you just need to shut off the idiot box and get away from the computers and the phones and just go out to the mountains or the beach or whatever you've got in your backyard, and just kind of escape that and kind of get in tune with nature. I think that we all need that, So it's kind of a call to arms to say, hey, man, get out there and resonate with good old Mother Nature,
Mm-hmm.
Down to the River. How does this one start?
On the 4 chord.
On that 4 chord.
Yeah.
It's a new record, so. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can tell you now, you've been feeling down. Just go down to the river now. Now you have lost your way, staring off in space. Just go down to the river, and pray. Woo-hoo. 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 You have lost your way. Staring out in space. So just go down to the river, and pray. Sometimes you need to break away, oh child. Just get on your own and break away, oh yeah. Use the moon to guide you forward all alone. Shine upon the river and carries you back home. Sometimes you need to break away, oh yeah. Just get on your own.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kindly.
Thank you guys. That sounded great. Can we? So today is a very significant date in the history of the Allman Brothers Band. Again, we've no desire to talk about this record strictly in context of the past, but this is, I mean, it's a big deal for a whole lot of people.
It's a huge day for our
family.
family.
So 50 years ago today, the Allman Brothers Band was founded.
How crazy is it that, this is the first time we're out here doing this material for the world, and it happens to be 50th anniversary.
It happens to be too. It's
to the day. It was never planned that way.
Yeah, we didn't plan it like this. By the way.
Yeah, when we say, hey, we want to start a tour up in the Northeast in the spring, and then they start it right on the day, it's just wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not by design.
Man, tomorrow's going to be outstanding. I'll see you guys out there. I'll be out at Brooklyn Bowl tomorrow, which is the first show of the Allman Brothers, of the Allman Betts Band.
Yes, sir.
And the Allman Brothers.
And can we talk a little bit about the origin story of this band? How did the Allman Betts Band come to be?
Well, I was basically putting together an EP. I had never released anything under my name with me singing. I'd been a guitar player, and Devin had invited me to come up and join him for the Allman Family Revival, which is a cool thing that he started celebrating his father's life and music. And so it kind of started there. I mean, we'd talked about it for a long time about doing something, but we both were busy. I was playing with Dawes for about a year and a half or two, and he was doing, a lot of different things. So when that came up, and then I wanted to put something out, he said, well, why don't you come out and open up, and then, we'll play a little bit together, and, if we write some songs together, then we'll see where that goes, and if we don't, then it's okay, because we'll just do our things, and you can have a platform, come out and sell some records or whatever, and that's basically where it started. And then we just happened to get together. We said, okay, after we got in a groove, we said, oh, let's sit down. What do you have? And we exchanged a few ideas, and it clicked. We realized that we had chemistry, and then we brought out Stall a couple times, and we wrote about, 15 songs or so, like 15 solid ideas, and just kind of cherry-picked from that and put together a record,
Well, man, I'm glad that it all has worked out to bring us all here to this room together today. And this seems like this is the most perfect environment we could possibly be doing this in. Considering, between all these shows, there's 48 Allman shows behind us, including those 1971 tapes from the Fillmore East that we came live from the Fillmore East, plus the a couple on the Eat a Peach record. And just the fact that there's all this, that you guys were compelled to record yours straight to 2-inch tape. This feels like it could not be a more perfect environment to host you guys.
Cool. It's very cool.
So tomorrow is the kickoff of the worldwide tour.
Yes, sir.
And you're playing Mountain Jam on June 13th through the 16th. They're going to be at the Peach Music Fest, of course, in Scranton on July 25th through the 28th. Lock-in as well.
Yes, sir.
It's all up. I'm not going to just repeat every single date back to you guys because there's a ton of them. But
it's some cool appearances. We're really lucky to to go spread the music in front of those. Those are some really
avid
instant classic festivals that are happening out there. They're very well run. They're very professional. The lineups of the musicians are great. It's going to be a great time with the people. We're stoked to. We've got a 14-month world tour ahead of us. It's a lot of work, and we're just really delighted to be able to. This was going back to the origin story of the Allman Betts Band. This was never a have to. I think for 20 years, a lot of people have been wanting to see this happen, but you don't just do it to do it. You do it because it's real. You do it because it's organic, because there's real chemistry. Anything can look good on paper, but going out and playing those shows where Dwayne was the opening act and then would come out and join me on stage, and we'd do a couple nods of the little tip of the hat to our dads and some of our other heroes as well, not just the Allman Brothers. But the chemistry was there on the stage, and then it was there off the stage, and it was there songwriting, and none of it was forced. And like you said, if we would have sat down and wrote a couple and it didn't quite work out, it's okay. This was never a have to. So it's truly organic and real. It's not just, oh, let's put these guys together and go tour. And this is a love and a love of each other, of each other's families, and of the music for over 30 years that finally the timing worked and the chemistry was there. And had it not been, we wouldn't be sitting here talking to you.
Yeah.
I'd be off.
I mean, I'm not the type of guy to. If I wasn't feeling it, I wouldn't have done it. Because I really.
Same, yeah.
I mean, there's always people that you should start a band with so and so, and I'm like, well, not because you're saying that I shouldn't, but
but you happen to be right regardless.
Well, I feel like the record that we just made, we're very proud of it, and you can't, making a good record isn't that you're proud of is it's easy to throw something together and go do it, but is it something that you actually would listen to? Like I would listen to the record we just made.
Yeah, when you guys put a pretty big barrier to completion of that record in between yourselves and the finish of it by cutting it all to tape and not letting Pro Tools anywhere near it. There's nothing easy about that.
What that does, and I must admit, I had never done a record in a very short span of time that had a deadline. Okay, we've got to get it all in this. So I must admit, I had a little
freaking out.
I had a little trepidation about it because I have a real hard time. I mean, I'm a live guitarist, and I feel probably most comfortable on a stage in front of people, as long as Eric Clapton's not sitting in front of me. But when you translate that into a studio and you have a drummer around the corner and your amp's in another room, I've had that. There's been times when I've not had the best result getting what I would have gotten. And so I was like, man, are we going to be able to, there's a tune on there that's one take that has a 3.5-minute guitar solo in the middle, and we got it. It worked out. I mean, the music gods were with us, and so, I mean, the tape thing, I mean, you can make great sounding records that eventually go to Pro Tools as long as it goes to tape first. But I think to just keep it all analog and never go to the Pro Tools really makes a statement. So that's part of it. And plus, we just didn't need to. I mean, the record...
It's a very live feel.
It's performance. I mean, what it all comes down to is performance. You capture a performance. You capture a moment instead of in a vibe, in a and then the stories have a thread that run through them and tell a story.
And a record with this vibe is you want to capture the moment and the vibe, not perfection.
Yeah.
But that's a lot what we're about here in this room. I mean, obviously this is more stripped down than the studio versions of.
I went to the wrong friggin' chord twice on that last song. You're in the moment.
Yeah, warts and all, and people are stoked regardless. I mean, you should see the comment section right now. People are absolutely stoked. You're making a lot of people's days by doing this, and it wasn't about perfection in any way.
By watching, but
Yeah, we really appreciate that. We're just.
We had booked that studio for 7 days, and Dwayne was like, "Man, are we gonna like?"
Are we going to get all
enough
of this?
time? I said, well, hey, if we don't, we're going to go back in for some more. So first of all, don't sweat it. I said, but we'll do it in 5 or 6 days. This is my 10th record. My Ragged and Dirty record with Tom Hambridge from Buddy Guy's band, we did that in 4 days. Done. Like, if you go in there and you got the players, there's no reason. You're not making a Judas Priest record. You're not making a, you're not making a pop record where you're layering everything. This is organic music. It's just based on feeling. It's based on soul and touch and vibe. And I knew that would be the cornerstone of this record. So I was like, dude, like, you'll be surprised, bro. Like, we'll be like 5 days. You'll be like, that's done. And that's what it was, like 5.5. And that's a true testament to the caliber of musicians that are in this group. Matt Ross Spang, the producer, again, we can't say enough about him.
Can't say enough about that guy.
He was an 8th member of the band. He was he knew exactly what we were going for every time. He was never running roughshod on, like, if I would say, hey man, if we double that that pre-chorus, or what if we do a little different intro, like, he was always right on it, like cheerleading us through the process. So love Matt a lot. He was great.
Well, man, thank you guys, everyone, for coming and sharing this music with us. Down to the River is the record. It's coming out on June 28th, and the world tour kicks off tomorrow night at Brooklyn Bowl. So I'll see you guys out there, and
thank you.
Travel safely over the next 14 months and come back, man. We'll be here doing this. So if you guys are back from New York, we'll be here.
Absolutely. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
Hey, everybody. We are here at Pace Studios with Common Kings. Thanks so much, guys, for coming and visiting.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having us.
We've got from left to right, there's Uncle Louie is here, Junior, Mata, and Big Rome. Thanks again. I know you guys have a show in Boston and got to get on the road as soon as possible, so thanks for stopping by. And can you tell me a bit about the first song you're going to play?
Yeah, this first song is called Lost in Paradise off our debut album, Grammy-nominated debut album. And yeah, it's Lost in Paradise.
That sounds great.
Thanks, bud.
So that was Lost in Paradise, the title track off of the Grammy-nominated album. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Best reggae album. Can you tell me a bit about the songwriting process that let Lost in Paradise come into existence?
Well, yeah, we love to collaborate with a lot of other songwriters, and we had the we were lucky enough to collaborate with Rami, this amazing songwriter over there from LA, and we wrote about 4 tracks on this album, and this was one of them, Lost in Paradise.
how would you say, when we got together, Ivan, it was probably just something organic, right? We were looking for something different.
Yeah, we didn't know that it was going to be the title track.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to be. Not
We
at all.
went
into the session.
Yeah, we went in. We heard he's a dope writer. He's now like one of our brothers.
Good friend.
Just like all the people that we end up working with.
Man,
he, we were in the studio and we're just, it was kind of tough at first because we didn't know each other and we're kind of feeling each other out.
Right.
And but he had this line and we kept going over and over and I mean, literally out of it was almost kind of like a flat session. The vibes were kind of like weird. We didn't know.
Stagnant.
And then this song just came out, which was really cool. And
was this project the first time that you had collaborated?
Yeah, this is the first time. That we had collaborated
so we were definitely
with
feeling them out.
And so we didn't know what it was gonna, what it was gonna end up like. But the title "Lost in Paradise" was, kind of came out. Somebody threw it out there. It's one of those awkward silences. You're sitting there and you're like,
we're literally
so
lost.
What do you want to write about? Kind of thing. But I mean, it ended up being the title track to the album. It was,
Where was it? Where'd you guys record? Was it a Paradise?
It was in L.A.
setting?
What was the name of the studio with
Big
Chalice? Chalice or something.
We forget.
Yeah.
Bogart.
There's so many. No, it wasn't Bogart. It was something else. I forget what it was.
Something in
LA. Yeah, I was wondering if this
one of the
Paradise
many
was-
studios in LA.
If you did this in Jamaica, if you did this in.
Oh no, yeah, it was in LA.
Yeah, I wish it was in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that would be
Right.
That would be
Next
dope.
project, next collaboration with Rami.
That will be the next.
Yeah, it was.
Cool. Well, that sounded great. Thanks for Lost in Paradise. So the second song you guys are going to play today is a New Day. Which
Yeah.
is not off the album, but
Nope.
it's the current single, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
we just released a song about a week ago with our boys Mayday from Miami, and this one's called "Today's a New Day."
When it feels like all you had was yesterday, don't you worry about a thing. Might not believe me, but trust me when I say today's a new day, a new day, new day. It's a new day and a new way. Don't let the past control the path that's here today. No more problems, need more solution. Take our guidance, let the right just lead the way. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I was lost but now I'm found. Oh, 'cause every king deserves a crown. Oh, no, they not gonna bring us down, down, down. When it feels like all you had was yesterday, yesterday. Don't you worry about a thing, about a thing. Might not believe me, but trust me when I say, today's a new day, so throw your broken crowns away. Today's a new day, a new day, a new day, yeah. Feeling it's a new day, new dawn, new horizon, sun shining. They've been trying to find me, I was stuck out on that island. But I started smoking signals with my people and the shaman. Walking on the clouds, looking for the silver lining. I just wanna fast forward, yesterday was rotten. Today's gonna be on mine, the mother bots forgotten. We gon' keep on rocking, 'cause ain't no other option.
When you roll with kings and queens, better days are quite
When
common.
it feels like all you had was yesterday, yesterday. Don't you worry about a thing, about a thing. Might not believe me, but trust me when I say, when I say, today's a new day, so throw your broken crowns away. Today's a new day, a new day, new day, yeah. When it feels like all you had was yesterday, yesterday. Don't you worry about a day, about a day. Might not believe me, but trust me when I say, today's a new day, so throw your broken crown away. Today's a new day, a new day, a new day. Oh, yeah. I was lost, but now I'm found. 'Cause every king deserves a crown. No, they not gonna bring us down. No way. Today's a new day, a new day, a new day. Today's a new day, so throw your broken crown away.
Hey.
All right, thank you guys. Sounded great. So you're like we said earlier, you're on the way out to Boston now.
Yeah.
You're playing the Paradise tonight, right?
Yes,
Right.
sir.
And
2
then
nights.
2 nights.
Yep.
And then the Capitol Theater, right? That beautiful old Grand
we're
Marquis
excited.
Theater in
You
Port
told us
Chester, New
about it,
York.
and we're definitely
Third.
excited.
You guys are going to be thrilled by
I'm-
that band.
I'm-
It's
I'm-
beautiful,
yeah.
man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to watch
Oh,
live
I'm
music.
excited.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot of great things, so we're excited.
Yeah, we're just on the tail end of our tour with Mata Shahu, the Broken Crowns tour. We've been on the road for 3 months now, so these are our last few shows with him.
It's a long time.
Long time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
our
I've got
longest tour to date.
a couple people tuned in on Facebook right now who are going to code check you out in Boston. You got
Awesome.
requests for
Yo,
South Carolina.
yes.
South Carolina wants
Check
to
us
see you.
out.
Right on,
Come
we'll
through.
see you there.
Come say hi.
Awesome.
Tonight. If you say that
Tonight.
you watch us through Paste, we'll give you a free T-shirt. Maybe
Nice.
not.
Mata will give you a free
I'll
t-shirt.
give you my T-shirt off my bag.
Free hugs?
So
How about
this
a
is
shot?
the tail
We'll
end
buy
of
you
the
a shot.
2017 tour with Modest, and then
Yes.
you've got some dates announced for 2018, right? You're going to be in the UK and I assume Western Europe.
I think it's just the UK, for,
just
for
UK
now. We're doing, I
in
think,
March.
14 shows in 15 days or something like that.
Out there, yep.
We'll be
Nice.
with the
With the-
Whalers,
with the Whalers.
the original Whalers.
The Whalers.
Family, man. It's going to be
Jealous.
awesome.
That'll be a treat. That's
Yeah, it's our
sounds
first time
great.
out there too, so so stoked.
Yeah, we've got that. Before that, we've got a huge festival in New Zealand, One Love Festival.
One Love Festival.
One Love that we're headlining, and then we go to Hawaii, which we haven't been back to Hawaii in a really long time. So we're really
It's a little
looking forward
warmer.
to that. February 16th to the 25th.
Yeah.
We're gonna be out there hitting all the islands, so we're looking forward. If you're tuning in from Hawaii,
Yes.
can't wait to see you guys.
Grab your tickets. 808 State, we're coming at
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Coming back.
So,
So that was all right. So we heard Lost in Paradise. We just heard Today is a New Day, and you've got a third one, which is also from Lost in Paradise.
Yes.
Sir.
Always Beside You, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
special record, actually.
Yeah, that one. You know, we had the privilege of writing with Pooh Bear,
Who's like our brother now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 6-time
one of the
Grammy
best.
Award winning, one of the best, 259 million
Insane.
copies it
Yeah.
sold. Wrote with Justin Bieber. He did All the Purpose album with him. And he's never worked with an artist, like a band like us. So he was like, yo, I'm down. Let's do it.
Polynesians.
So what was that breaking in process like? So that was the first time that you had written with him. Was there that same
Actually, we wrote
sort
a
of-
song, another single with him, Since I Woke Up.
We wrote a couple other singles, but this particular one,
Special.
It was special in that we had a session in LA, and it was like, let's say it's a Tuesday, and we're going. We had a show in Hawaii on a Friday, and throughout the course of the session, somehow by the end of the session, he had already booked his flight to Hawaii, along with his production team, the Audibles. They're our brothers
Shout
as
out to
well.
the brothers.
Amazing.
And Sasha
Yes,
and
sir.
everybody. They literally said, we're all going to Hawaii. We're having a big writing session there. And it was in this song, after our first show, right? It was after the first
Yeah.
show.
Hawaii, it was in
Hawaii,
Hawaii.
yeah.
There's a toast that our manager, Totua Reed, has been passed down from his family. And the toast goes,
Never above you, never below you, always beside you.
so we did that before taking a shot.
And
after,
Pooh Bear heard that.
And he heard that. He's like, hey,
said, "You."
it's like, is that a song?
Is that a song?
And we're like, nah, it's our toast, man.
And he's like, yo. Well, he's
yeah.
like, yo, tell me that's a song. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, oh my goodness. The next day, he's
Very
like,
next day, this song
just
came
like
out.
that. Yeah.
Very next day.
Always
Next
beside
day.
you.
So here it is, always beside you. Oh, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Hey. Even if I'm standing tall, I'm never looking down on you.
Even if I'm standing on the stage, I'm never too good for you. No matter how far I go, I'm never too. I'll stay beside you. In every situation, you're my equal. Ain't no eyeing people, and everybody tells you different. Don't listen, they're deceitful.